blockchain, which is crypto mining. And when we started that crypto mining program, it became a viral thing. India could have become a global hub for crypto mining and create a sustainable development. Unfortunately, there was, there's issues about cryptos, regulations were not there. We dropped that idea. But fast forward in 2020, last year, after the lockdown, I started reviewing my notes, and I came across the note that 10 years ago, Italy was selling houses in Italy for $1 or €1 because it was depopulation. Okay, and what we did is we connected everything with all this, creating sustainable development, where scrapping policies can be used. Like if old houses, constructed again, it will have more value, and all the scrap can be recycled. So all the hazardous waste, which was construction material. So this is what we're trying to do. Now, because the previous gentleman was from Andhra Pradesh and previous gentleman was from Gujarat, I'm from Maharashtra. And as we say in Marathi, Ami Maharajancha Mawar, means we are the people of Shivaji Maharaj. Okay. And as a passionate Maharashtrian, born as a Maharashtrian, Maharashtra is the largest economy of India. And being from Pune, Pune is called the Detroit of the East. Pune is also called the education Oxford of the East. Plus Bombay, the financial capital. We are trying to work with a European country. I can't name disclose now. We want to get electric vehicles thing in Pune, where because we already have the ecosystem, so we can plug and play. So this is what we're trying to do based on my global experience and connection which we have, trying to do something for my motherland, especially through Pune and Maharashtra.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Malik, for the work you are doing. And India is a perfect land, a most arable land to promote entrepreneurship. And I think with this kind of policy reforms, how we can dig in opportunities will be a very interesting thing to watch out for. I will invite Dr. Shekhar to kindly give a closing touch of the entire program and especially of this session. Then we'll come and give the closing remarks.
Thank you. This has been, like you all saw, very interesting remark and very, very relevant and nice comments also. Somewhere maybe called comments which are not going in line, but the comments are comment has to be taken. Because as we have seen, when in age-old days, when people are walking or taking maximum a cow or a donkey to support, when wheels came, because human being is a lazy creature, so he gets wheels. The moment wheels came, people thought many people will be unemployed today because so many listen. Then when the wheels became little more advanced, a two-wheelers came of automated cycle and another scooters. Again, there was a case that no, this will give rise to so much of. Then again, we went to more advanced vehicle. It had the same this. So this is part of it, and both have to be taken seriously. We should not take the other portion lightly and discard it as a negative. People who are saying against it is not negative. They are saying take care of this also. It should not be brushed aside as I am doing something great and new. You are not looking at it in a proper way. That's what many people will look. Please do not do that. At the same time, there are certain aspects to it, which also has to be taken by both, which again means, on a different line, when LEDs came, LCDs came, people thought teachers would be out of job. When TVs came, they thought nobody will go to a stadium. Everything is dead. Nothing is dead. People will take care of themselves. People reinvent themselves. And even when we say that, 90% will be cycles, 90% is not going to be cycled as such. And there will always be changes. Somebody very rightly pointed out that today new technology is there, things will live long. But we use a mobile only for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years maximum. So and there are few people who use it for a longer time. Okay. So this is something where we cannot put a uniform rule that this will die at so and so time. Just like a human being. Indians are having only 27 years lifespan. We are refusing to die. Today it is 72 years after independence. Same way, because there again, our engineers are good enough. Like somebody said, use the word jugaad. Indian jugaad is good. It is also an entrepreneurship because it is not jugaad from the point of view anything negative. So jugaad also gives rise to this. India is producing one of the largest number of unicorns in the world. But because of its population, because of its diversity, there will always be a positivity in negativity and negativity in positivity. And both have to go somewhere hand in hand. And the negative person should not suddenly become positive. They should always pull so that, one doesn't run too fast that, we die at the other side of the hedge. You please try such that, it is good for the country, it is good for this. So I think we had an excellent this thing, and all these points has to be brought when we are sending a note to the government, because we are not the government. Okay, this is only a medium to translate what is being said by people, and it is not a spokesman for the government. It will only like to work with the government, whichever the government. So there is no question of this government or that government. The question of progressing faster, progressing for the development of the human being. Progressing, Akram always dreams of 30 years, I dream of 200 years. So, 200 years of prosperity is what? Secure governance is something which we are working on. Is a 200 years prosperity for the human beings. There is a principle by which many of the things which are calling as, SEZ, they all will be self-sustained. So that there is a progress and there will be monetary gain to all. And in that, few would feel they are losing, but they will not really be losing. On the whole, they'll be jumping at a different level and going forward. Please be assured that we are there to grow. Indians are there to grow. Indians are there to lead. India will be a knowledge capital with certain negativity, which we cannot help it because we are a diverse country with a different type of everything which is there in India. Shortest of the short person, tallest of the tall person, fairest of the fair, darkest of the dark. Anything you say is there in India. So obviously there will be pulls and pushes in every sector, ideally in all the sectors, and we have to do. With that, let me give it back to Akram and for doing an excellent job on a topic like scrapping a vehicle, because I also told him scrapping a vehicle is something like a negative thing. But it gives rise, everything has to be scrapped, everything has to be reborn. We are all going to get scrapped one day and we may be reborn by the Indian system of thinking. But we are there to live and do. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the excellent speakers, and especially the two speakers who were saying something. I really thank them more because, it calls for something to say something you're doing is not good, which is something which I really appreciate and which should be brought out in our footnote. That yes, there are people who are feeling that certain things has to be properly looked into, and relevant corrections, relevant modifications, relevant explanation has to be given so that we go as a team for the growth of the country, for the growth of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Shekhar, for wonderfully summarizing it. I want to have the like a closing word from Tejas Bhai Shah, the co-organizer of the program.
Thank you everybody to be part of this event, and I really appreciate the efforts taken by the team of Policy Times and the mentor Sri P. Shekhar sir and all the dignitaries. Thank you very much, all of you. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tejas Bhai Shah, SK Mittal sir, Vikrant sir, and Mr. Osjad, Dr. Malik, Dr. Shekhar, and all our viewers, participants, industry members who participated today. Also, thank you to our co-organizer, MRAI, who has done excellent work, AIA, WA, who has supported us and has participated us since the beginning. Our objective was more and more participation of diverse, stakeholders, because without stakeholder participation, we cannot come to a point. We cannot know the pain. We cannot know the different dimensions and perspectives. So our first objective was to have those perspectives in the platform. Then we summarize those perspectives. We go to the policymakers. We request them, sir, these are the views we have. Can we incorporate, or can there be something done in this? Policy Times as a development media, when I came from FICCI and CII, we want to do something constructive, something positive for the nation. And positive in the nation can never be achieved in the negative weapons. It can often be achieved sustainably through the positive weapons or positive means or positivity. Positivity only drives lives towards better end. And negativity is something which takes everywhere. The second point I want to say, change is always painful. Policy Times as a startup since day one is only facing changes and only facing pains. No gain is there without change and pain. So what we need to do is actually we need to learn, imbibe changes. There will be technical changes, technological changes. AI, artificial intelligence and blockchain are still not here with us. The day they will be there will be massive changes in all your possible sectors. Now, what we need to do is how do we imbibe the changes and leverage them for our growth? We need to see our growth. We need to see the changes should favor us, not we should react as an hesitant of it. Every policy will again bring different kind of equation in terms of benefits for different stakeholders, and let us leverage it for our own growth. A lot of points we got throughout the day. We will not repeat those. I will not repeat those. In fact, we will summarize, college all these points. We will make a very nice report out of it, and we will reach out to all of you. In fact, for your comments further on the report that we will make, and so that way, when we submit to the government, it is all comprehensive, all inclusive. So when we do that, we will be in touch with you. All your queries should be and will be taken care of. So with this, I want to thank everyone for your love, respect, participation, and collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you very much.